YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm LB the Breeder. Look, man, what is we doing? What is you doing? Are we giving up on our goals? Like, did we forget what we planned, a year ago, and what we was gonna do to move forward? Like, did you give up your dreams of trying to be a breeder? Did you give up your goals or on trying to get this new dog, this new pet? Did you give up on your life goals? Is life too busy for you? Do you got too much going on? Is it chaos? I feel like we in a time like with everybody, like it's just hella stuff going on, like from good to bad. You busy going through BS, and then you got your good times that's keeping you busy, but then it's throwing you off of your path. So you're not really having no balance. Like I'm a type of individual, I feel like I like to be to myself sometimes, right? And sometimes it could look like a bad thing to where people might think like, oh, I ain't messing with them right now, or I'm acting weird. But I really just have like a type of personality where sometimes I just like to be to myself and think and program and be real disciplined, right? And even when I started this channel, right? Before I started my channel, I remember I dropped one video. I didn't drop for a minute, and then I dropped. Once I started dropping, I was consistent, you feel me? And my goal for this channel was to be able to build my brand, and bring creativity to the dog world. Bless, be able to build clientele, bless families with dogs, with puppies in their homes, man. Be able to show y'all the life of a breeder. Watch out, boy. Be able to show y'all the life of a breeder. Just all type of things, right? Just within my content. With life, you're gonna have different type of stages, right? You're gonna have your good stages and you're gonna have your bad stages. It's just life. You're just gonna go through stuff. But what I'm noticing, and we always look at like the people who are doing great things, right? The people who are out here doing their stuff, who we may look at, whether it be a celebrity, somebody on the internet that got stuff going on, a family member who got stuff going on. And I can guarantee you one thing that they all have in common is not giving up, not losing their purpose, not losing their plan, right? One thing I bet that they all got in common is not giving up, not losing their purpose, sticking to their goals. Yeah, everything might not be perfect, but they really sticking to, what they sought after, or what they like. You really can't be out here living life and not really trying to plot things out, writing goals down. What's your next achievement's gonna be? When adversity come your way, I feel like it makes it a little bit harder to stay on your path, because now your path is deterred because you really didn't have no path. You didn't even know where you was headed or how you was gonna get there. Like for me, like my goals is, as a breeder, is to be able to, I want to be able to have a fat home where I have a certain amount of dogs and my breeding program is flourishing. My dogs is able to live comfortably, I breeding quality, not breeding bulls, not breeding BS, I don't have to be capping on the online and, selling BS to people. Like, that's my goal when it comes to the breeding thing. And then I have my life goals, you feel me? Owning a home, staying on my fitness journey, sticking to my eating habits, mentally getting better with myself, working on my relationships with people, or how I am as a person, working on my bad habits, getting rid of my bad habits and things like that. Like I have goals and things that I'm focused on, right? So you probably, this whole time that I've been recording and going through these videos, man, y'all probably would have never been able to tell, even from the way I post on social media. And I'm sure it's probably like a lot of people, like I was going through it, like really going through it, trying to figure certain stuff out, right? And I'm like, man, I gotta make sure I stick to my content, stick to my loving my dog, stick to going through what I'm going through and making it through without really breaking down, right? And a lot of people break down and they don't figure it out. And now, like, I feel like I'm at a point to where, like, oh, like, boom, okay, I got through that, like I really got through that, and I knew where I was headed though, so that's kind of like, I feel like what helped me get through. I'm not like an individual that's gonna cry about certain stuff. I'm just gonna have to figure it out, right? But what I do is, I do a lot. I stick to myself, and I make sure I try to stay disciplined. I ain't going out as much. I'm not spending money on stupid stuff. I'm not buying this and that. You feel me? Because I want to make sure what I have going on is taken care of, and anything else ain't really that important. You feel me? It's not really that important. And I just been letting my dogs be puppies and letting them be, you feel me? Summer, I'm glad the summertime is gone, you feel me? Or about to be gone. Cause that heat don't be no joke, and it don't really be no fun for the dogs. Depending on what your program like. You know, I was having to wake up early in the morning in order to get them the right type of exercise, and that's when I was doing my vloggings and you know, we doing my dog walks and stuff like that. But my program had kind of changed to where I couldn't as much be able to get those walks in a proper time, because by 9 o'clock it's pretty much too hot for them to be walking, going on walks. You feel me? It was too hot to be able to stay out there for a long time, so I kind of just wasn't doing it. But now it's pulling back down. I'm definitely about to get back to doing those, man. Adding more content with the dogs. I'm gonna let y'all see that growth, man. They done got big. My puppies done got big, boy. Hey, we doing, you feel me, pictures, videos. We about to turn it up, you know, with the content. As far as the dog content, I know people like, oh, you don't be showing your dog. I haven't been showing them the last little few videos, and people probably like, oh, why you adding the sports into the dogs? Because it's something that I want to do that adds into my content. You feel me? Everything ain't gonna be about dogs, man. Everything ain't gonna be about dogs, and you gotta know, as a breeder, man, I don't want to be one of those breeders that you get overwhelmed with dogs. And I'm not saying like dogs are too much, but I'm just saying, like, your life don't have to be just dogs. Like, you should be running your program. Don't let your dogs run you. That's how I feel you should be. That's how I feel you should run your program, and that's how I'm gonna be running my program. Like, my dogs are a part of my program. I'm not part of their program. I treat my dogs very well, you feel me? But they not about to run. If I want to do certain things, I'm gonna make it happen, you feel me? That's why I'm not gonna be one of them type of breeders that got like 30 dogs. That's not gonna be me. I don't want that to be me, because I see a lot of people, they get it's like you stuck, like you in a matrix or something. Like, you know, a lot of people don't like working 9 to 5s because they stuck in a certain type of program. And whether you work in your own business or whatever the case is, like, you could really be stuck and trapped into something, no matter if you're working with somebody or not, and you're not happy about it. You feel me? And that's not what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to create a comfortable program, and all of this is new for me, you feel me? So I'm just adding stuff, trying stuff, certain stuff don't work, move on to the next. Trying stuff, adding stuff, that don't work, move on to the next, you feel me? Because you only gonna be able to grow if you get uncomfortable and you start doing things that you ain't did before, you know? You be a dummy to keep doing the same things and ain't working, you feel me? Now, you'll be smart to be doing and seeing what others have been doing and seeing what's worked for them. And you're like, okay, that I see that works for them. Let me try to add that. That's why you gotta be able to educate yourself, man. Too many of us our minds is on, you know, we be paying attention to bullshit, BS. We be paying it's so much stuff that we focus on that is not gonna be accessible. It's not gonna be an addition to our life, our lifestyle. Like, man, we gotta wake up. And in order to be successful and continue to get to the next levels, you gotta do better. You feel me? You gotta do better. For real, man. You gotta do better. So, man, I'm fresh out the gym. Had a long day. My program be starting at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, and immediately first thing I start doing is tend to the dogs, you feel me? Tend to the dogs, then I take care of what I need to take care of for myself, and then get myself ready for the day, you feel me? But if you want to, we can't make excuses for what we can't do if we're trying to get to something, we're trying to get somewhere and trying to do something. Because once you start saying you can't, then you putting that bad energy on what you got going on, and you ain't gonna never get to it. You feel me? And it be days like this, like long day, right? Long day, I'm tired. I'm like, man, I ain't made recorded no video couple of days, a week. I'm like, man, I gotta make a video because I keep pushing it off because I'm like, oh, I'm tired. But man, forget that. You feel me? This is what I dedicated myself to, and I gotta make sure I show up every time, you feel me? I can't make no excuses. I can't make no excuses. It don't need to be no excuses, right? Because it's people that's dropping videos every day, every other day, 2-3 videos a week, you feel me? Dropping content. Because it's not only for me, it's for y'all, it's for the audience and for the people that I'm here for, you know? And the more content you make, the better you're gonna get at it. You feel me? That's just pretty much what it is. So if I'm not making content, I'm not getting better. I'm definitely not a pro yet. I don't have pro equipment or none of that. So why am I not making content as much as I can? Because I want to go outside and do something instead of being, doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Because it's a lot of times you thinking you ain't got enough time in the day, and you do. Man, I wasn't going to the gym for a few years, right? I probably at least 2 years. And in between, I might have went a week, a couple of days or something like that, right? My program didn't change at all, right? And I was feeling like, dang, I'm not in the gym because I ain't got the time for it. Like I said, my program ain't changed at all. I said, I'm about to start going to the gym. Added that to my program, and I'm feeling better, and it's making me more structured, right? It's making me more structured. So why I couldn't have been doing this? Why I couldn't have been in the gym? Because I was making excuses for myself. And we do that in life. We do that in life. So if you out there trying to be, whatever you're trying to do, if you want to be a breeder and you're like, oh, I ain't got the time for dogs. I can't take care of dogs. Oh, I ain't got the money for dogs. Why ain't you making it happen to make it happen? Work that little overtime, stack your money, you feel me? So you can breed and so you can get you some quality. That's another thing too, man. People do not understand about these dogs. I'm always say it, you have to pay to play. You gotta pay to play. Because if not, your program is gonna be 5 years behind, and everybody's gonna be 5 years ahead, and you're gonna be playing catch up. You're gonna be playing catch up because you ain't spending the money. You're not being patient with doing the right things, you feel me? And then you starting off the wrong way. It's a lot of people that's like that. Don't be like one of them, because with these dogs, it's forever changing. It's forever we getting, it's gonna be something better, something evolving, right? So if you behind, and then something else is already going on with the trends or what you're doing with your program, how you gonna ever catch up? Just trying to breed to the next top dog or the top producer ain't gonna help you out. You know why? Because you ain't gonna have the stock to be able to get you there. Your stock, you gonna breed to him, to that top whatever, and you're gonna have this dog that's not even, you feel me, quality or whatever the case is, and it might not even meet you in the middle. It's gonna be putting you a little bit right behind. So then now you 2-3 generations still behind. With these dogs, it takes time. You can't, with the breedings and all that little stuff, and now you breeding. And one thing I can say I did, and I'm glad that I did, is I wasn't quick to give away my dogs, whether it be because nobody wanted to pay what they want, nobody wanted to pay what I was asking for these dogs, or I just wasn't in a rush because I wanted to see what my blood was doing, or what I was putting together, right? And I'm glad I did, man. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. People don't even, well, y'all know the story even with Kodak. My white boy. Kodak was the only dog out the litter, right? As far as that survived. 2 pups. We had 2 pups. I had 2 pups. And he was the only one that survived out the litter, right? I wasn't even thinking about keeping him on some, oh, I'm about to have a top stud, because that's how some people think. As a puppy, you don't know what the dog's gonna turn out to, right? So I kept him, raised him, loved him, all the stuff, you feel me? Ain't made no money off him. He's 2 years old and he's about to be 2, haven't made a dime, haven't pushed him for studs or nothing, right? Because I wanted to see what he was gonna turn into and what he was gonna develop, and was gonna see if he was gonna be right for what I'm trying to do for my program, right? Because once he was a year, I had another litter, and I have another boy. And you know what's crazy? This boy that I have is already bigger than Kodak. So just imagine if I would have been trying to push my program with Kodak, you feel me? And not knowing what type of quality that I was gonna be having in my program or what it was capable of, right? So now that I have this other stud, I have Prince, who I'm definitely gonna be pushing a lot harder. I'm gonna be using Kodak to be able to, for certain line breeders and stuff like that in my program. And if people want to stud to him, cool. You feel me? If not, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that, because I'm making decisions that's meant for long term, for quality and longevity. That's why don't be out here dependent on these dogs for money. Don't be on no bum stuff. That's why a lot of people ain't breeding no more. They thought they was gonna get rich off these dogs, buy some dogs, and it was gonna go. No. Still stay on your hustle. If you got a 9 to 5, keep your 9 to 5. If you already got another business going, keep that business going, or running or whatever, and then use that money and put it into your program until it's ready to get you going to other little things, man. It's one breeder, so a lot of people already know. If you watch dog content and stuff like that, everybody knows about Raul off of QB and Kennel, right? Raul was he was a nurse. He said he was making good money for the longest, making good money. But breeding set up his program, and his dogs already have been making money. He wasn't quick to be like, oh yeah, forget this job, let me make this money off these dogs. Nah, he made sure he still had his stable income, right? Stable income, and was making extras. Now look at his facility. Look at his, you feel me? Look how his program is now. He did it the right way. He did it the right way. Now he I ain't gonna, not in a negative way, but he's playing with dogs. Like now he got breed stock over there. His program, his dogs is comfortable. He don't have to worry about if he ain't got enough space, because he's keeping, and I noticed that he's keeping his from what I noticed and from when he's showing us, he's not overwhelmed with the dogs. I be seeing some people and they overwhelmed. Some people programs and they literally overwhelmed. You can tell. You know how you can tell? Because you will see their dogs' nails, and them nails be long as hell. Because they not tending to the dogs. The dogs are not getting the care that's needed on a weekly, daily basis. You feel me? They probably let them out, use the bathroom, run around, back in the cage. Because they probably tired. They got, you feel me, 30-something dogs. It's too much for them. So make sure, man, you just plan things out the right way, man. Don't be on no bum stuff with these dogs, man. We ain't doing that, man. If we breeding, with anything you do, you feel me, should be a boss, man. We men, like females too, but as far as like, you know, I'm speaking from a male perspective. Like, in order to be able to have a certain type of order that we claim that we should have, and the respect that we should have, man, you got to be out here to be a leader, even for your dogs. You got to be a pack leader for your dogs. If you not out here with the right type of guidance for your dogs. And if you're not out here guiding your dogs the right way, they're gonna run over you. They're gonna run your program. They're not gonna respect you. They're not gonna listen to you. You feel me? So find your purpose, man. Get on that, man. Don't give up. Don't let up, man. I just had to, man, let y'all know what was on my mind, man. And I've been wanting to make this video for a few days, but I just didn't really have the right time. For me, sometimes, like, I have to have those moments where I'm feeling the video. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't want to feel, sometimes I don't want to feel forced, like, let me sit down and make this video. I don't want to do that. You know, I'm coming off from the gym. I was feeling good. I'm like, yeah, this that time for me to get this video in. You feel me? So that's pretty much what it was, man. But yeah, I appreciate y'all that was rocking with this video, man. Y'all already know, man, it's all love, man. Yeah, and that's pretty much what it is, man. Keep going. Don't let nobody deter you from your program and stop you doing from what you're doing, man. If they is, give them a boot, man. They don't need to be part of your program. You don't need to be a part of your program, man. Like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm LB the Breeder, and I'm out.